What's going on, team? Proof here, and today I'm going to be going over sleeving and rules that go along with sleeving for tournaments, and then also some common methods that you could utilize for your own personal sleeving, whichever method that you feel works best for you. And so going into it, for Bushiroad tournaments and ARG tournaments, typically they only allow double sleeving for your main deck, which is an inner layer plus one outer layer. But then they also, usually they only allow double sleeving for your G-zone. Sometimes you may be able to triple sleeve it, just your G-zone, but if you're ever in doubt for your proper method of sleeving, just reach out to the tournament organizer and see what they allow or disallow for those particular tournaments themselves. And your sleeve should be uniform in that your main deck should all be in one sleeve, and your G-zone can be different from your main deck, but the sleeves in your G-zone must be uniform in and of themselves. And so getting into different methods to sleeve, I have 3 common methods that I know of that I want to go over. And the first one is going to be what I like to call the usual method, which is where you have a sleeve that's made to fit on Vanguard cards, and then you have an oversleeve, which is standard size. And standard size is made to fit Magic cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, not Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Magic cards, Pokemon cards, and Force of Will cards, and cards in that particular size structure. Sleeves made to fit Vanguard cards are considered mini sleeves, and typically, got my notes, you already know the trusties. They come in, when you're looking for them online, if you can't see the word mini or Yu-Gi-Oh or somewhere in the description for that, the dimension that you're typically looking for is 62 by 89 millimeters, because it's easier, in my opinion, to look for them by millimeters because it's usually on the package themselves. And then standard size sleeves typically come in the range of 66 to 91 millimeters. And so what you want to do, and when it looks like when it's all put together, work with me, put your card in the Vanguard sleeve and then put it into your standard size sleeve. And then that's when it's all nice and uniform, put together, ready for maximum shuffling potential. And it protects your cards well. People double sleeve differently, but to me, I like to have the open side, if you can see it, the open side where the card goes. I like to have the open side on the bottom of the card, because I like to have the, I guess, crease side at the top, just because I like the way it looks when I'm looking at it from the top. And so the best way to do that is to put your card in the normal way, which is bottom side going in and everything is flush, I guess. And then you reverse it when you put it into your sleeve. So then that way there's no air pockets, so you don't have both openings in the same direction. And it's the best way to protect your sleeve from dirt, grime, people's fingers, things like that. Naturally, you're going to get dirt on your sleeve, but there's not much you can do about that besides just cleaning them off or getting yourself some new sleeves. And so that's the usual method, which is, again, a Yu-Gi-Oh Vanguard mini sleeve as an inner layer with your standard size sleeve as the outer layer. And a method that's less common, but that I like to utilize, you probably see this more in games such as Magic, where they usually use solid sleeves as opposed to art sleeves like we do on Vanguard. They like to have a perfect fit sleeve and a normal size sleeve that would normally fit your Yu-Gi-Oh card or your Vanguard card itself. And it works the exact same as the usual method, but in this case the inner sleeve is made to fit perfectly around your card, so it's pretty much less like a, I guess you call it a skin or something like that. And then this is a small size sleeve similar to my other sleeve, my Vanguard sleeve here. And with the perfect fit sleeve on it, it's just made to go right into it just like this. and it offers just as much protection as the standard method, but you don't have to shell out as much money for unique character sleeves or anything like that. And these are the brand of sleeve that I use the most. I was going to do this at the end, but since it's here, I use KMC Hyper Mat series sleeves for my outer layers by and large, just because I like the way it shuffles really well. And if it gets wet, like if your hands get clammy during the day because of humidity or something, these shuffle well regardless of that because of the texture backing on it. And so method 2 is the perfect fit method, and it goes just like that. Either way is preferred. I prefer the perfect method more, but just because I like being a special snowflake sometimes, I like to have my nice Vanguard sleeves. So I bring these out usually. And then as for the third method is the anime sleeve, which anime sleeves are sleeves that are made to fit on top of magic cards, so they come standard size in and of themselves. But if you want to protect the artwork that you have on it, you're going to need a sleeve that is slightly bigger, which are these gold frame sleeves that KMC also makes. But they also come, Ultra Pro makes them. I believe Ultimate Guard might make them. I know Ultimate Guard makes standard size sleeves, which fits over your Vanguard size sleeve. Excuse me. Now for me personally, this is for my G-Zone, so I have a triple sleeve. But if you want to use character sleeves for your main deck, you're going to have to double sleeve it, which means putting your card into the sleeve as so, and then putting that over top of your standard size sleeve. And one more rule that came to mind, you can see, upside down, these have the gold border on it. KMC makes them like this. They also make silver borders that can fit over top of your Vanguard size sleeves. For Bushiroad tournaments, they like to have this on the inside because they feel the gold or the silver lining can be used to mark your cards. So keep that in mind if you want to use these KMC sleeves for your main deck purposes. And so those are the main things I can think of. Oversleeves, these big sleeves that fit over the standard sleeve, typically you want to look out for somewhere in the range of 69 to 95 millimeters for your dimensions. And so those are the main methods I can think of for your double sleeving purposes. I just wanted to make this video because somebody mentioned they would have loved to see because on the Reddit somebody asked about double sleeving, and I gave them a detailed post similar to what I'm saying now, just not in picture form. And somebody mentioned that they would have loved to have something like that whenever starting the double sleeve. And so I figured I would use this as a way to help out the community at large, just in case anybody had questions for it. And so hope you guys enjoy. Hope this is helpful and informative and intuitive and all that good jazz. And so until next time, hope you guys enjoyed again. Look out for more, and peace. Be easy.